fantastic. Right. Hello, I'm Gary. Nice to meet you all. There's more people here than I actually thought. So it's really, really nice to see you. Thank you very, 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 very much for coming. I'm kind of a little bit nervous just right now, but that will stop. Anywho, right. Thank you for coming to see the world of Cherub. And kind of what's it all about, if you don't know what it's all about. Right, a few years ago when I was building up my digital portfolio, one of the things I did was to do Gagar portfolio pictures. A mate of mine who was on it was complaining he didn't get much attention, so I asked him to show me his profile. And what I saw was a bunch of really, really terrible selfies. And I said to him, I've seen the pictures, I wouldn't be engaged to a lot of different reasons. Some of them were lighting, poses, environments, because they were all very, very distracting. And I said, they didn't say anything about him as a person. So gradually I did more, and I noticed as time went on, the guys were sounding increasingly more negative about themselves and finding more things wrong with themselves. Okay, right, and we all know that boudoir for ladies has been a thing forever and a day. So I started thinking, well, maybe some of the pictures you could reveal a little bit more if you wanted to. And inadvertently, I started doing kind of boudoir photography. Then a few years ago, on social media, I noticed a feature with a big American guy, not kind of a redneck, but a big country kind of dude, long biker hair, with a big beard, with a big belly, a bear type guy, while he was washing his camper van, wearing Daisy Duke shorts, a little crop top that was all tied up, and he was all getting soaking wet and soapy, and I thought, this looks fucking great. You know, I thought it looked really, really fun. It's like, you know, he was having an absolute blast doing it. So I thought I could put a bit of a spin on this and add my own style to it, and that for me was where I kind of figured that there was a name called boudoir, and that's where I started. Okay, next bit. Cut to 3 years ago, I was working on somebody else's project, and I really wasn't enjoying it, and I walked away from it, and I think creative and financial difficulties were the issue. So I had a load of time on my hands, and I decided to do something different, and I thought I might do a little exhibition, and maybe do a small exhibition about boudoir, but no real definite plans. And I'd had a few inquiries about boudoir, and I thought, why not? I thought I could offer a series of shots and show the same person in a variety of styles, and maybe different locations. And I had a few conversations with people, and none of them they just didn't fit. They weren't the right sort of person that I was looking for. I didn't want somebody that had a massive ego. I didn't want somebody that had a ton of work on their face. I didn't want a gym buddy, and I wanted somebody that had a vibe about them. I got an email from Mark, and he was just inquiring about just a regular boudoir shoot. So I agreed to meet him in Grand Central, and we chatted for easily a good couple of hours. And when I went away, I thought Mark would be an absolute great fit. So anyway, right. Another little thing is like several years ago I made a conscious decision to embrace chaos. And chaos is something that I really enjoy. I really enjoy unpredictability. I enjoy spontaneity. I love doing really, really mad things. If you ask me to do something really stupid, I'm very, very likely to say yes. But anyway, it was all an opportunity to have new experiences, challenge myself, meet new people, put ideas into reality, maybe create something that has value, or maybe something that has meaning. So this 3-year journey is something that's really done that. If I'd not had that meeting with Mark, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have been introduced to Chris, who's an amazing, seriously amazing musician, and I would say my pictures are really, really enhanced by his music, and yeah, what a star. Genius. Anywho, and then in turn, he said that Chris and he used to collaborate, and Mark sang. I never knew that, didn't know that at all. So, and then Mark said to me, would I have a go at editing putting a video together for one of his cover versions, which you will see later on. In fact, there's two. And then Mark is going to sing at the end with a cover version that he's done. And I wouldn't have been introduced to a variety of people that I wouldn't have been able to create some of the fetish images that I've created behind there. This is all original photography, it's all mine. I've worked on this montage technique for about two years plus, and I like to think I've created something as unique as I can with what I've got. So there's no AI, there's no Photoshop, it's all my work. And there's some weird stuff attached to some of the pictures. There's dead insects and things like that. Anywho, right. I'm not going to bore you with all the other stuff that I've written about myself. So, yeah, the world of Cherub has been an interesting journey for all three of us. Well, probably more so myself. My vision has dramatically expanded and turned into a new dimension for myself, and I've seen my art evolve, which I'm really, really happy about. And I've also seen Mark evolve. And he said this more than once, that I have just save the rapturous applause. I've got one more compliment for you. What's happening? Do I have to shout? Hello, I'm back. I think I've got to stand close to you, Chris. Yeah, Mark said it more than once. Where are you? Come back. You ready? All right. Mark said more than once, I've created a monster. So, here's your monster.
Whoa!